Brian, you mentioned that a salesperson cannot be an order taker. Can you give us some tips and advice? Like, how do we establish that trust and build that relationship more quickly?
Yeah. So I in my training, I teach overcoming the first objection, right? And I think this is what a lot of salespeople miss. And the first objection in any sales environment is that you're a salesperson. And people, by their very nature, do not trust salespeople. It's not you. You might be a great person. You might coach Little League on the weekends and your kids play with their kids. But when you put your sales hat on, you become someone that they don't trust what's coming from you, right? They're afraid of you. They're afraid of being sold, and they're afraid of the unknown, because nobody wants to be sold something for more than it costs or sold something they don't need. And they're afraid of that unknown, which is the experience that you're about to take them through. That's the first objection. So you as a salesperson need to overcome that. They put their walls of defense up. They're ready to battle with you. You need to figure out how to overcome it. And we do this through making an initial connection and saying, hey, by the way, if you know, I need to ask you some questions. I need to figure out if what I have is what you're looking for. If we figure out that that's right, then I will give you some options. I'll run over some pricing, and then I'm going to let you decide if that's what you want to do. Is that fair enough? You know, that's basically my opening line. And by doing that, I'm really telling the person that I'm not going to try and sell you. I'm just going to give you your options and let you decide, right? And what I need to do is ask you a bunch of questions, because I need to figure out if what I have is what you're looking for. I'm not just going to push on you whatever it is I've got. And so overcoming those first couple of objections, or the first objection, which is you're a salesperson, will begin to build that likability, will begin to build that trust. And you better do that on every sale, or you are going to be fighting that wall of mistrust for the entire sales process that you go through.
And I think before we went live, you were talking about, it's like the top 1% versus, it's like very, very good versus those who are just starting and struggling. Like, what are the differences?
I literally put that single, what we call set at ease statement, into an organization in October. And by December, we had increased the overall company's close ratio from 27 to 35%, simply by teaching their salespeople how to overcome the initial objection. And this was an in-home sales organization. And walking up to the door, overcoming the objection, set the person at ease, letting them know that we're not going to push them. And their close ratio went up 8%. That's gigantic. It's like a 25% increase in close ratio simply by doing that one thing.
Is that learning how to frame it at the start?
I teach people, look, if you are a master closer, then you go do what you want to do. Do your thing. But if you're not, I know this works. So you do exactly what I tell you, say exactly the way I say it, and it will work for you. Your close ratio will go up. And then when you get better and when you get more comfortable, then you can start doing it a little different. You can insert your own personality. You can change things. But I know that works. So do what I tell you. Let me make you better. And then you can start to branch out and become your own person, if that makes sense.